Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm just going to do a quick video on how I set up a spreadsheet to keep track of all of my Pinterest boards. So you can set up your spreadsheet however you like, but this is how I've got mine set up. So this here is my spreadsheet. So what I try and do is keep a list of everything that I could possibly need about that group board. So everything from the amount of pins that they have, to the amount of followers the boards have, to how many contributors there are in. The most important aspect really to keep track of is the date that you've contacted them. So I'll have a date that I entered the information and a date that I've applied to the board, the first email sent. And then I'll also make sure to include the board name. So that's really, really important. So as well as the board name, we want to try and have the board URL as well. So when we're on the profiles, I'll just show you in a group board here. If you have a board name like this, Turbo Blogging and Business Group Board, or if let's say the group board is just called Blogging, it's very easy to lose track. So take a copy of the URL, copy it at the top there, and put it straight into this group board URL section. Now, I personally also keep track of who the group board belongs to. So I'll have their personal URL as well as their Pinterest name and the blog that their Pinterest profile is linked to as well. So that way I can know who the blogger is who I'm trying to contact. It gives me a chance to read some of their blog posts, read their About Me page, and make their application a bit more personal. I'll also make a mention of the name on the left-hand side here. Now, different group boards have different ways of applying. Some of them I'll apply through Instagram by contacting them. Some will be via a form on their website. Some will be via an email. The description of the group board will usually tell you how to apply, but I'll make a note of this in the contact section. Why do I do that? Because if I don't get accepted into the board, usually a month later, or sometimes sooner than that, I'll do a follow-up email. Now, I haven't updated this for the follow-up dates, but I recommend you guys setting a follow-up date to your first email, maybe after 3 or 4 days, or maybe a week, just to follow up and see how you're getting on with that application process. So that's how I set up my Pinterest Excel spreadsheet, just to keep track. Once I get accepted into a group board, I move it down to a new spreadsheet down here, and this new spreadsheet is just there so I can keep track of the followers, the contributors. I also do a ratio, so how many followers there are to the amount of contributors, just to give me a rough idea of how popular the board is. So you can set it up whichever way that you guys suit, but I would definitely recommend setting up some form of tracking just so you can keep track of your applications, and that way you can join as many group boards as possible and maximize your time.